In a world where loyalty is often celebrated as a virtue, we rarely discuss its darker side: blind loyalty. This unwavering dedication to people, jobs, and situations that don't serve our well-being has become a silent epidemic, slowly eroding the foundations of our happiness and self-worth. Today, we're going to explore how this misplaced loyalty might be the very thing holding you back from the life you deserve. Think about your current workplace. How many times have you stayed late, sacrificed weekends, or put your personal life on hold for a company that wouldn't think twice about replacing you? The corporate world has masterfully exploited our sense of loyalty, convincing us that dedication equals self-worth. But here's the uncomfortable truth. While you're being loyal to your organization, they're being loyal to their bottom line. I've witnessed countless professionals who pride themselves on being company people, wearing their years of service like badges of honor. They endure toxic environments, stagnant wages, and limited growth opportunities, all while telling themselves, things will get better. But let's be honest, how often do things actually improve? The harsh reality is that this blind corporate loyalty often leads to burnout, resentment, and a deep sense of betrayal when the inevitable layoff or restructuring comes. The same pattern emerges in our personal relationships. We keep investing emotional energy in friendships that offer nothing but drama and disappointment. We maintain connections with family members who consistently undermine our confidence and happiness. Why? Because somewhere along the way, we convinced ourselves that loyalty means never giving up on people, even when they've given up on respecting us. This misplaced loyalty often stems from our childhood experiences. Perhaps you grew up in an environment where unconditional loyalty was expected, regardless of how you were treated. Maybe you learned early on that keeping the peace was more important than protecting your peace. These early lessons create deep-rooted patterns that can take years to recognize and even longer to break. But here's where it gets interesting. Loyalty itself isn't the problem. The issue lies in how we've been conditioned to express it. We've been taught that loyalty means enduring discomfort, sacrificing our well-being, and ignoring red flags. We've learned to prioritize others' needs over our own, often to our detriment. This distorted version of loyalty has become a form of self-sabotage, preventing us from pursuing opportunities for growth and happiness. Consider the red flags you've ignored in your professional life. The promised promotion that never materialized. The constant expectation to be available outside work hours. The subtle dismissal of your ideas and contributions. These aren't minor inconveniences. They're clear signals that your loyalty is being exploited rather than valued. In personal relationships, the signs are equally clear, but often harder to acknowledge. Friends who only appear when they need something. Family members who criticize your choices while demanding your support. Partners who take your dedication for granted. We've become so accustomed to making excuses for others that we've forgotten how to stand up for ourselves. The cost of this blind loyalty extends beyond emotional well-being. It affects our physical health, our financial security, and our ability to build meaningful relationships. When we consistently prioritize loyalty to others over loyalty to ourselves, we create a pattern of self-neglect that can take years to reverse. But here's the good news. Awareness is the first step toward change. Once you recognize the pattern of blind loyalty in your life, you can begin to make different choices. This doesn't mean becoming cynical or abandoning all relationships. Instead, it means developing a more balanced approach to loyalty, one that includes self-respect and healthy boundaries. Start by asking yourself some tough questions. Does this job, relationship, situation contribute to your growth and happiness? Are your loyalty and dedication being reciprocated? Would you advise a loved one to stay in a similar situation? Often, the answers to these questions can be uncomfortable, but they're necessary for breaking free from the cycle of blind loyalty. The process of redirecting your loyalty begins with small steps. It might mean setting boundaries at work, like not checking emails after hours. It could involve distancing yourself from friendships that drain your energy. Sometimes, it means making the difficult decision to leave a situation entirely, even when others might not understand or support your choice. Remember, choosing yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. Your happiness and well-being matter just as much as anyone else's. When you redirect your loyalty to people and situations that value and support you, you create space for genuine connections and opportunities to flourish. This journey of realigning your loyalty isn't easy. You might face resistance from others who benefited from your blind dedication. You might struggle with guilt or uncertainty. These feelings are normal and valid, but they shouldn't stop you from pursuing what's best for you. Consider implementing a personal loyalty audit. Regularly evaluate your relationships, commitments, and situations. Are they adding value to your life or merely draining your resources? Are you staying out of genuine desire or out of habit and fear? This kind of honest assessment can be revolutionary in breaking patterns of blind loyalty. The transformation begins when you start investing your loyalty in yourself. This means prioritizing your growth, protecting your peace, and pursuing opportunities that align with your values. It means surrounding yourself with people who celebrate your success rather than diminish it. It means choosing environments that energize rather than deplete you. As you move forward, remember that loyalty should be earned, not expected. It should be a two-way street, characterized by mutual respect and support. When you encounter situations or relationships that don't meet these criteria, you have every right to redirect your energy elsewhere. Your journey toward healthier loyalty patterns might feel lonely at times. You might lose some relationships along the way. But what you gain, self-respect, authentic connections, and genuine opportunities for growth, far outweighs what you leave behind. The time has come to break free from the chains of blind loyalty, to recognize that your worth isn't measured by how much you can endure, but by how well you honor your own needs and values. To understand that sometimes the most loyal thing you can do for yourself is to walk away from what no longer serves you. Your happiness matters. Your peace matters. Your growth matters. Don't let blind loyalty keep you tethered to situations that diminish your spirit. Choose yourself. Choose growth. Choose peace. The loyalty you've been giving to others? It's time to redirect it to where it belongs, to your own well-being and happiness. Remember, breaking free from blind loyalty isn't about becoming disloyal. It's about becoming wisely loyal. It's about creating a life where your dedication and energy are invested in people and situations that reflect your worth and support your growth. The journey starts with a single decision, the decision to choose yourself.